On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered each and every week. We see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15. They are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Indiana's offense will have the football first. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And, man, it was so impressive to watch the greatest turnaround in all of college football history. It had a lot to do with the offensive line, right? Guys that got on guys that communicated. They were so well coached up front. So, Palmer, a couple of new faces, but some familiar faces as well. Can they build that continuity and be a squad again that leads them to the promised land?
Well, they still have that identity up front, right? I know so much of the attention last year went to their Heisman winner at quarterback and Fernando Mendoza, and the offensive line is, I think, a big part of his success, and rightfully so. They did a great job in the run game. They did a great job keeping the quarterback upright. They're still so talented, and that's going to be the key to their success and finding out whether they can repeat as national champions.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
So Washington's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Throwing, Williams. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Going to the ground. Swamped immediately.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Keeping his eyes downfield. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Here's Williams to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Give to the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Boy, They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They've got a ways to go on this 3rd down from the 10. Williams will pass. He'll throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
The kick is on its way. Trying to get started. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got his man on the right. Could not make his way to the corner. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead as we get a look at the stats. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Long way to go on second down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown. Washington. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
If you're lazy laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest, takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Guys, checking in from the Hoosiers sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Catch in the middle, it's Becker. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And obviously huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke. The year before that, they have been so consistent at this position as of late.
Yeah, and I think with Indiana proving who they are now as a program, like if you come here as a quarterback, you're going to have success. You're going to take a leap, a Fernando Mendoza type leap, right? Like where he was a good player, he became a great player. So people are going to continue to line up to play in a smart, efficient offense where you're going to have a lot of success.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or two conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Beebe. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. The play fake. He'll be thinking about that one. Almost an interception.
And right now it looks like there's 12, 13, 14 guys on defense. I mean, last possession you saw him break on the football, get the pick six. Now another opportunity again, dialed in, focused, breaks on the football, but that's why he plays defense. Shows you why he's not a receiver, but this defense is dialed in.
And his throw is incomplete.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Williams. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the gun, it's Richard. Sweet spin. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. To the air. It's Hoover. Turns it upfield. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Drives inside. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Pulls it in. It's Marsh. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Turns up, it's Richard. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to keep it in the air. Rush right in his face. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Play fake, Williams. Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Williams. Right side, it's Mock. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick, I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
The Hoosiers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to pass, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Almost picked off.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Coming out with it, it's Washington. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Williams on the play fake. Finds his big tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. From the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing, Williams. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Williams looking for a man. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. The run inside. It's Richard. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Right back to the well. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Looking to the big tight end. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Needs it. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Hoosiers are marching down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Tucker. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Buying time to his right. Unleashes one. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. He's changing the play. Keeps it himself. Now the toss. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Quick catch, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Hoosiers! Looking for the tie with the extra point. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's Williams to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped right there.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Williams from the gun on third down. Lucky to get it off. Washington sends out the punt team. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
He's going to run it. There he goes. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
Looking for a crease.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
Second down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. They'll run the screen. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Taking a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man down the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Sells to run, wants to pass. Still looking to his right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And I like it. Very smart defense. Understanding the clock. Understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep. Breaking on the football. Making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Looking to throw. It's Hoover. Oh, pressure's coming. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Lost to throw again. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And guys, they've taken the lead, and now the stage is set for the end of this one.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams fires downfield. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He'll be stopped. Not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be aggressive after the defense got the stop and take a shot, or are they going to try to be more conservative here and bleed the clock?
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Richard. He now has 110 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. The quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game. Guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.